Hi friends, my name is Nitish Shingal and today I am going to discuss about the cardiac action potential or myocardial fibers action potential. So in this myocardial fibers are atrial fibers or ventricle fibers and also bundle of Wilson Purkinje fibers. All these are show the normal cardiac action potential, but the pacemaker of cardiac muscle, that is SA node, has a pacemaker potential that is different from this normal cardiac potential. We will discuss about that later. So here we will discuss only about normal action potential of cardiac muscles. Okay. So these are 5 phases: phase 0, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. So phase 0 is basically depolarization phase. Is normally like in the skeletal or nerve action potential. We just have to compare the normal nerve action potential to cardiac action potential. What is the difference? So phase 0 is same as the nerve action potential. So in this, what happened, the sodium voltage gated, these are the fast channels. Sodium and potassium, remember, these are the fast opening and closing channels, whereas the calcium channel, which is the unique feature in this cardiac muscle, is the slow opening and prolonged acting action voltage gated channels. Okay, so in this phase 0 volt depolarization occur through the opening of sodium voltage gated channels. Okay, so influx of the sodium occurs. So from ECF, from that is extracellular fluid to intracellular fluid, the sodium goes inside and causes a positive charge in the membrane, inside the membrane. Okay, so phase 0 start from the resting membrane potential, that is -85 or -90 up to +20 or +30 it occurs. So depletion occurs. Then after phase 1 starts, to obviously attain the again the resting membrane potential. So phase 1 starts here, that closure of the sodium voltage gated channel, because these are fast opening and fast closure. So when they open, suddenly they start closing in 1/10 of seconds. So they start closing, and see here the opening of potassium voltage gated channel opens. So its influx is just starts. Okay, but the closure of the sodium voltage gated channels occurs. So here mainly the closure of voltage gated channels occurs. So phase 1 is rapid repolarization, because these are the rapid channels, so the rapid repolarization occurs. Now in phase 2 we can see there's a plateau here, so we call here it is phase 2 is plateau phase. Phase 2 is the unique feature of the cardiac muscle fibers. So in this, what happen when the repolarization start in phase 1, so phase 2 is a very slow and prolonged repolarization phase. So what happened in this, that calcium channels are there, in some books it is written as calcium sodium channels. So calcium channels are very slow opening and closure, very prolonged acting. So it blocks, or it acts as an antagonizing factor. So it blocks the potassium voltage gated channels. So it blocks the efflux of the potassium ions. So what happens when potassium ions, see, we can see here so many calcium is going inside, influx is occurring, so it decreases the potassium efflux about 5 folds or 5 times. Okay, so efflux is inhibited, so repolarization is inhibited. So phase 2 is very unique, and see it's prolonged here. So from phase 0 to phase 2, we can see these are 0.2 seconds or 200 milliseconds is there. So this is a effective or absolute, not relative, it is absolute reflective period or fraction. Okay, so in this, what happen, uh, when we have given the stimuli, here is minimum threshold stimuli or supra threshold stimuli here in R, so which follow the all or none law. Here what happen, after giving the stimuli, there is the muscle fiber will not again stimulated by any other second or third stimulus. So it's the absolute reflective period, which is a very important for the cardiac muscle fibers to go the ventricular contraction, as it gives the time to fill the blood which is coming directly from the atria to fill in the ventricles properly and completely it filled. So whenever it contracts, it pumps the blood to the vessels. Okay, so if there is no refractive period, so it suddenly contraction suddenly relax, and so there is no use, there will be no pumping of blood in the ventricles, because there is no time to pour the blood from the atria to ventricle, so they just contract and relax. So ultimately there will be a cardiac failure. So it give a time to fill the ventricular chambers to accumulate the blood inside them through the atria. Okay, and also we can see that it is a time, 0.2 second is time in impulse traveling from SA node to the apex of the heart, that is from to the bundle of fish, lowermost portion of the bundle of fish, that is also 0.2 second. So it obviously it tell that it is for ventricular contraction. Okay, so now phase 2 is a slow deprivation due to the calcium channels or calcium sodium channels, or phase 3 is also, see, I've written in potassium. So what happened in this, that after the closure of the calcium channels in phase 3, so there is no calcium channel in phase 3, they have been closed. So in phase 3 what happened, as the calcium channel closed, suddenly the rapid or fast opening potassium voltage at the channels opens, and so efflux of potassium occurs. So rapid depolarization occurs. Okay, in phase 4 it is normal. See, phase 4 is there and we have started phase 4 here. Both is phase 4. Okay, this line is phase 0 and this dotted line is 0 potential. Okay, this is point plus 20 to plus 30 millivolt. This is 0 millivolt and this is minus 85 to 90 millivolt. So phase 4 what is there? Phase 4 in this again the resting membrane potential has been attained via the ATPase pump. There is sodium potassium ATPase pump. So what happened in that, as we know that membrane is permeable to potassium, so 2 molecules of potassium or 2 ions of potassium goes inside and 3 molecules of sodium goes outside and attain the resting membrane potential, that is minus 85 or minus 90 millivolt. So now we have to see the some difference from the in the cardiac action potential from the skeletal action or nerve action potential. That is, first I have discussed phase 2 is a plateau phase, and also that there is a cardiac muscles are electrically coupled. You know that there is a gap junction in the cardiac muscles, so they are interconnected and the potential or the impulse flow very rapidly to the gap junctions. Okay, they are syncytium. Okay, so but there is no gap junction in the skeletal muscles. Okay, so and also there is a presence of calcium sodium channels that I already, this is L type or longitudinal type, these are slow acting. Okay, in phase 2 I already discussed about this calcium channels or calcium sodium channels, both are same. So now I have written here calcium induced calcium release. What is this? Is also a unique feature in this cardiac muscle fiber action potential. What is this? That see here we can see this is a sarcolemma. This is double membrane. So sarcolemma, what happened when the impulse come here, and this is a T tubule. T tubule is the invagination of the sarcolemmas. T tubule it is. So whenever the impulse come, these channels get activated, and these channels cause T tubule channels cause the calcium from the extracellular fluid. This is extracellular, this is intracellular. Obviously this is sarcolemma, so this is intracellular only. So see, the calcium ions from this channel goes inside. Okay, this is the difference here from the calcium. When the extracellular calcium ions can go inside from these channels, these are the T tubule. Okay, and this is a sarcoplasmic reticulum, or we can say endoplasmic reticulum cisterna, so which activate. So this is the calcium from the extracellular fluid from T tubules goes inside and cause the activation of these receptors, which is called as Randian receptors. So cause the release of again the release of the calcium ions. Okay, so calcium induced, because the calcium from extracellular fluid comes inside and cause the release of intracellular calcium ions, so cause the calcium induced calcium release. This is the intracellular, so calcium release and cause the contraction, like in skeletal muscle. In skeletal muscle there is no influx of the extracellular calcium ion. Remember, there is no influx of the extracellular calcium ion, sorry. Only in this there is an influx of the extracellular calcium ion. Okay, hopefully you like this video and understand this video. Please like it, share it, comment it, and subscribe to my channel. Learning first year made easy. Okay, thank you.